Hello everyone, this is Stefan. Welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. You're looking at my totally lush Fluval Edge aquarium, the smaller horizontal version, about 7 gallons. I forget, it's a little more or less than that. And it's full of everything, especially plant matter. What am I going to do with all of this Monte Carlo? That's the carpeting plant. It does so well in here because I have two lights. The one from the kit is adequate, but not for Monte Carlo, so I added this Finex, which sits wonderfully atop it. I recommend this nano light. It spreads larger or smaller, and you use those two brackets to set it on top of the glass, and the Fluval Edge has built-in glass, which makes it look really cool. Tough to clean, but that's another assignment for another video. In any event, I'm gonna have to get my hands in there because this Monte Carlo is maxing out and taking up plenty of real estate from these lovely lamb chop rasboras I've had to school for a couple years. They're so calm, sedate, beautiful. They don't seem to mind the encroachment of their real estate, but given how small the tank is anyway, I do mind it, and so I have to trim it, and that means I do a partial water change a couple inches down, turn off the filter, and then I take a little pair of scissors and carefully just cut the top 2 inches of that Monte Carlo down, revealing the growth beneath, and the process begins again. Just for the record, I've got some crypt right here, and then a beautiful Java fern that also needs trimming back there. There was a glorious piece of driftwood. It's all but obscured now, but that really was a nice piece, and it still is, but you can't see it. So it'll help when I take this carpet down 2 inches. There's a great Anubias in the back, which sends up flowers all the time. Now they don't really emerge, or they can't because of the glass top, but they will bloom underwater to some extent. It's super healthy. All the plants are. I do run CO2 in this tank. You can see the kit right here. And all that light and just pure luck makes this one of my better planted tanks in terms of the lush green growth and absolutely minimal algae. So this tank is a showpiece. It would be great in a living room as opposed to the funky little corner I have it in here. But such is the hobby. One day, who knows, someday, who knows, it's all good. So when I do crop this Monte Carlo, this is what I do with it. Those top edges I literally have placed from previous haircuts into these Tupperware containers. In one I have some substrate at the bottom, and the other I do not. And I just add tank water, and they sit in the window, and they're doing really, really well. I could give these away or trade or anything. I don't know what to do with them. They belong in an aquarium somewhere, so you can get growth like this and have a fabulous carpeted plant for your aquarium. Now Monte Carlo grows up and sideways. You need to keep trimming it to encourage the horizontal growth. If it gets too big, it starts to literally lift up from the substrate, but that's okay because the carpet is a mat at this point, and for the most part the roots are not critical to its fabulous growth, particularly if you have good light and CO2 as I do here. So that's the long and the short, so to speak, of Monte Carlo and what I'm going to do with it. I simply cannot create another container like this. So if someone's in the Bay Area and they want a super good deal, a trade, almost anything, just shaking your hand, well, or elbow bumping in the age of COVID, and it's yours. Hit me up. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Always keep your hands in the tank. I know I'll have to put mine in here within the next 24 hours. Ciao for now.